Well, if you're a new parent like me, you're probably pretty familiar with a lack of sleep. And joining me this morning for parenting tips is Marty Calder from Center Counseling Services. He's got a few pieces of advice to help get the little tykes to get more than just a few winks at the time. Well, I guess first off, is there like a magic age where they start sleeping soundly and beautifully and life is all good?
Well, kids do require a lot of sleep, so now it's trying to figure out that schedule and get them on a schedule. One of the things that I think parents, others kind of forget about is that a schedule can be really comforting to a child.
Okay.
Routines and things are great. You don't want to be too rigid where nothing can ever change, because then it can be a little anxiety as well. But when you and I were talking before, it's probably a year and a half is kind of the age we're looking at, because babies are a tough thing on their own. I will not I will not attempt the how to get a 3-month-old to
no
do
magic
it.
there.
Yeah, I get
Right.
for that. But for a toddler age, yeah, schedule and routine, and then knowing what is happening during the day. So it may feel great to have a 5-hour nap for that child, and mom's like, oh, I can get some stuff done, and dad and stuff like that. But you're going to pay for that later on when they're up a lot, maybe in the middle of the night, up later.
Okay, and then moving on, I guess, past that year and a half to the older stages of toddlerhood, just maintain that through there, or do you have to kind of change things up as they get more to school age and more to the 4, 5, 6? Yeah,
I mean, and part of that thing is to realize what's happening for them. You've got to plan out for them more than they kind of get to make decisions. I think one of the things too is to have things that are comforting in the room, and that the room is a place to sleep. I mean, I have a television in my room. I mean, it's not. I don't do all the techniques you're supposed to either, but a lot of times you go into rooms and man, there's that corral of toys and all kinds of stuff, or parents will use the bed as like a timeout thing, and I try to kind of get away from that.
Make that only sleep.
Make it a sleep place. That's where we go to sleep, and you can have a routine with a story or all that kind of stuff, and the drink and all those things are always really good, and then really reinforce that. I know it's tough when kids are crying, and I'm not saying that you have to let them just cry it out and do the things, but do things that work for your family as well. So mom's not laying on a toddler bed of the whole night.
Hurting the whole night.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much for stopping by this morning.